most of you may know this, that Boeing has had all these problems like doors ripping off and everything during flight. They're just having their planes are put together with scotch tape and chewing gum. And they've been having all these problems. One of the whistleblowers, one of the main whistleblowers, was found shot to death in his car. Okay. And he's not even in his own town. It's not, he had traveled, meaning he had a purpose. Most people that kill themselves, they don't do it if they have something they're doing. Like they're actively like, oh, today is the big event. That is kind of rare. Now, it could be today was the horrible event, you know, someone in their family died or something, but it's not today is the event I have a purpose for. That's incredibly rare that someone kills themselves during a purpose-filled event. And that's what we're expected to believe here, that he gave the first day of testimony and then went to his hotel ready to give the second day of testimony. And then that night went into his car and shot himself. I think twice, maybe. I can't remember whether it was once or twice, but either way. So that's one whistleblower. A second whistleblower was found dead after a bizarre illness that killed him in a week. So there's two whistleblowers, Boeing whistleblowers, that have been found dead recently. Here is the Boeing CEO saying that he knows the company has retaliated against whistleblowers. Let me go ahead and bring you the actual video of him saying that. This is in front of Congress.
How many of your employees have been fired for retaliating against whistleblowers?
Senator, I don't have that number on the tip of my tongue, but I know it. I know it happens. I know it happens. I am happy to follow up and get you that number.
I would appreciate your following up. Let me ask you, have any of your supervisors, your managers, anybody been fired for retaliating against people who speak truth to power about defects or problems in production?
Senator, we have fired people and disciplined people, and I am happy to follow up with what you need.
Who have you fired and how have they been disciplined?
I can't, I have concern on privacy, and as you know, every one of those cases.
But will you come back to this committee and tell us?
I will most certainly get back to you, sir.
Of course. He'll absolutely get back to you any minute now. He's going to get back with that. And he says concerns about privacy, but the guy wasn't asking for names. The senator was asking for names. He was asking for how many have you fired because of retaliation against whistleblowers. Here is the head of Boeing saying we absolutely, and he didn't say no, we didn't fire them. So at minimum fired, at maximum couple of bullets, maybe. He says, yes, we absolutely have fired or retaliated against whistleblowers. And he is acknowledging that. And this is after we know that two Boeing whistleblowers, one of them mid-testimony to a grand jury or whatever it was, are found dead. One of them shot in his car. And I'm sure this is all a coincidence. I'm sure it is all a coincidence that Boeing was having a catastrophic time recently, that they had multiple whistleblowers that were revealing what was going on in their plants, that two of those whistleblowers have been found dead, and that the Boeing chief says he knows there is retaliation against whistleblowers. I'm sure none of those things are related. They could not connect at all. At all. You know? And I'll just throw in here that Boeing has been a harbinger of death for generations. Boeing has been a war profiteer, blood on their hands, face, ass, feet, every part of them covered in blood for decades. Decades. They are a weapons contractor. And they happen to have a lot of whistleblowers recently that have decided to not be living. Coincidence. Don't you love an important coincidence like that?